Good day to all our friends. We are glad to invite Miss Siti and Miss Sze Wei to join our forum today. The topic that we will be going to discuss for today was one of the advanced gene technology, which is synthetic biology in vaccine development. To begin our forum, we will have Siti to introduce the background of this advanced gene technology. Please.
The world's vaccine development process moved at its fastest pace ever as a result of the 2009 influenza pandemic. However, it wasn't quick enough. The pandemic wave had already spread throughout the globe by the time vaccine manufacturers had created, tested, and distributed hundreds of millions of doses of licensed vaccine, a procedure that utilizing the greatest technology available, which took around 6 months. In order to accelerate the development process, Novartis scientists collaborated with colleagues from the J. Craig Venter Institute and Synthetic Genomics to develop a method that could transform genetic sequence data from a novel virus into a vaccine candidate in a matter of days by using synthetic biology techniques. Rather than using kill or weaken viruses, as most vaccine developers had done in the past, the Novartis-led team planned to deliver carefully design RNA segment that would instruct cells in the body to produce a protein that mimics a portion of the target virus and primes the immune system to attack if the real virus entered the cell.
As I know that synthetic biology has traditionally been divided into two different approaches, which is top-down and bottom-up. The top-down approach involves using metabolic and genetic engineering techniques to impart new function to living cells. The bottom-up approach involves creating new biological systems in vitro by bringing together non-living biomolecular components, often with the aims of constructing an artificial cells. Indeed, the National Institute of Health in USA has identified synthetic biology as one way to speed up vaccine development. Its potential to revolutionize the development and production of vaccine, therapeutics, and diagnostics underpins this hope. Hence, many synthetic biology labs and firms actively started applying this technology to contribute solutions for the COVID-19 pandemic. Could you please provide an example of the research or problem, Siti?
Synthetic biology initiatives frequently aim to redesign organisms so that they create a material such as medicine of will or develop a new capacity such as sensing something in the environment. An example of what scientists are creating with synthetic biology, in which rice is genetically modified to produce beta-carotene, a substance commonly associated with carrots that prevents vitamin A deficiency. As we know, vitamin A deficiency causes blindness among children each year and dramatically increases a child's chance of death from infectious disease.
From what I've known, researchers aim to construct artificial cells in vitro. Synthetic cells can be built from lipid vesicles, which contain the essential components needed to become a fully functional tissue.
Thank you for the additional information, Sze Wei. So may I know what is the status of this technology in Malaysia? Is it available or still under research?
You are welcome, Ishan. Actually, this technology is still under research in Malaysia. Synthetic biology is a new branch of biology that uses combinations of genetic engineering, biochemistry, and molecular biology to produce new biological systems and organisms. It can help in producing bioproducts, efficient biofuels, and vaccines for the application in healthcare and biotechnology. However, this technology is not fully accepted by the Malaysian public as it involves some doubts and ethical issues of using the synthetic products. Thus, it is not available in Malaysia as it needs to be fully developed and guaranteed to be used for any application.
Yes, it does involve a lot of issues for using this technology in Malaysia. Thus, it is still under research to make sure it is safe to be applied for the production of products.
What's a pity? Then, may I know what is your opinion on how this technology can be applied to the local problem or situation in Malaysia, Sze Wei?
Pollution issue is getting serious in Malaysia, so I would say that synthetic biology can be applied to produce the microorganisms harnesses for bioremediation to purify the pollutants in our air, water, and soil. Besides, the development of human health and medical care in Malaysia should occur gradually. Hence, this technology is potentially useful in clinical treatments that can synthesize gene circuits to screen for the pathogenic gene or structural variants in diseased animal models. It can lead to treatment and prevention of the genetic diseases in humans. It is also useful in drug screening and discovery, which can be used to discover new drug targeting sites. With the rapid development of synthetic biology, the tools in bioinformatics can be used to analyze the potential drug targets. The protein coding sequences can be identified from the DNA sequence data, providing accurate predictions of coding and non-coding sequences.
Regarding the food security arising from population growth, global warming, and reduction in arable land, I believe that synthetic biology can be considered for the rapid food production in an environmentally friendly way in Malaysia, as synthetic biology is an approach for engineering the microbes for production of macronutrient and micronutrient compound in food. Thus, the microbially synthesized food can solve the global food security and deliver quality food products. Besides, it can be used for the production of food ingredients with high nutrient value and return the utilization of feedstock. Therefore, this could give solution to the food quality and greenhouse effect.
As we had discussed so far, are there any related ethical, health, or any related issues about using synthetic biology?
What's a good question, Siti? The key ethical debates related to vaccine regulation, development, and use generally revolve around mandates, research and testing, informed consent, and access disparities. Ethical debate and objection to school and other mandates arise because some individuals and communities disagree with the mandates and or have religious or philosophical belief that conflict with vaccination. On the other hand, ethical discussion around the research and testing of vaccines, including discussion about vaccine development and study design, population, and trial location.
Absolutely. In the perspective of informed consent laws, certain lawmakers and other patient rights advocates believe that requiring specific consent is ethical and appropriate so that patients are better informed about vaccines and have adequate time to ask questions if needed. Many vaccine-related ethical debates center on the evidence that access to vaccinations depends in some way of socio-economic and racial ethnic minority status. Implicit in this discussion is whether all lives are equal and equally deserving of opportunities to be protected by vaccination.
That's all for today. Thank you for your attention and also the informative sharing from Siti and Sze Wei. We hope all our friends can gain some knowledge from our discussion. Thank you.